Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Chess and welcome back to One Year 365. Today we will talk about pyramid. A pyramid is a structure whose outer surfaces are triangular and converge to a single step at the top, making the shape roughly a pyramid in the geometric sense. The base of a pyramid can be trilateral, quadrilateral, or of any polygon shape. As such, a pyramid has at least three outer triangular surfaces, at least four faces, including the base. The square pyramid with a square base and four triangular outside surfaces is a common version. Okay, so yeah, we'll talk about pyramid, and as you can see, but I think this one, the pyramids that we're about to discuss, is actually a generic pyramid. So it's like, like generic pyramid. By that I mean we're not gonna specifically talk about Egyptian pyramid, but we'll also talk about many more structures throughout the world that revolves around the shape of pyramid, right? So yeah, it's not specific to Egyptian pyramid, but more like pyramid in general. That's what I'm trying to say. Actually, we still will talk about Egyptian pyramid tomorrow, but it's not the pyramid, but we'll talk about the Sphinx statue basically. So yeah. Anyway, so this is the Egyptian pyramids of the Giza necropolis as seen from the air, built circa 2600 before century. Oh, this one's actually newer than the Stonehenge then. If you guys remember Stonehenge that we discussed about 4 or 5 days ago, it was built around 2000 and 3000 before century, right? BC. So that's older than these Egyptian pyramids, basically. That's also quite interesting, right? Because at some parts in the world, they only build the, like the Stonehenge. It's basically just stones, and like vertical stones, and then there's another stones, stacked on top of those stones. But these pyramids, Egyptian pyramids, this one's actually, like constructing a site, right? Like a pyramid, like an actual thing, right? And this is also you can actually go inside, I believe, right? This is not, what is it? Not solid. There's actually a hollow. It's like hollowed, I think. You can actually go inside, but I'm not sure about that. But yeah. Anyway, there's that. Also, the fact that it used, I would say, smaller size of rocks, but they stack it. They stacked it on top of each other, and then that it constructed into some kind of buildings, right? So this one is actually resembles one of like building or structures, right? Well, the Stonehenge is probably only like maybe it's not finished, right? So you can kind of only see that it kind of looks like some kind of altar or something like that, right? But yeah, anyway, and then this is Prasat Thom temple at Khoker, Cambodia. Okay, but I cannot pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce that. But yeah, this is in Cambodia. Cambodia is in Southeast Asia. It's actually quite close to my country as well. Like compared to, let's say Japan, right? So the distance between my country to Cambodia is much shorter than from my country to Japan. At least that's what the last time I checked anyway. So yeah. And then this is Pyramid of the Moon, Teotihuacan, built between AD 100 and 450. So this is basically yeah, like in the year 100 and 450, right? So yeah, it's again a lot of this kind of stuff, right? Pyramid of the Moon it is called. Okay, so what about Pyramid of the Sun though? I think that's actually like some kind of Aztec or something like that, I think. Yeah, I think they kind of revolve that around the sun, right? This is the moon. So it's like a counterpart for that, I think. A pyramid's designed with the majority of the weight closer to the ground, and with the pyramidion at the apex means the less material higher up on the pyramid will be pushing down from above. This distribution of weight allowed early civilizations to create stable monumental structures. Civilizations in many parts of the world have built pyramids. The largest pyramid by volume is the Great Pyramid of Cholula, okay, in the Mexican state of Puebla, okay. That's the largest pyramid by volume. I thought it was Pyramid of Giza, but apparently not. Okay. For thousands of years, the largest structures on Earth were pyramids. First, the Red Pyramid in the Dashur necropolis, and then the Great Pyramid of Khufu, both in Egypt. The latter is the only one of the seven wonders of the ancient world still remaining. Okay, ancient monuments, West Asia, Mesopotamia, Anu Ziggurat, and White Temple. Okay, okay. The White Temple of Ziggurat. Oh, this is what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Anu Ziggurat and White Temple at Uruk. The original pyramidal structure, the Anu Ziggurat, dates to around 4000 BC. That's before the Stonehenge. And the White Temple was built on top of it circa 3500 BC. The design of the ziggurat was probably a precursor to that of the pyramids in Egypt, the earliest which dates to circa 2600 BC. Okay. The Mesopotamians built the earliest pyramidal structures called ziggurats. In ancient times, these were brightly painted in gold or bronze. Since they were constructed of sun-dried mud brick, little remains of them. Ziggurats were built by the Sumerians, Babylonians, Akkadians, Assyrians for local religions. Each ziggurat was part of a temple complex which included other buildings. The precursors of the ziggurat were raised platforms that date from the Ubaid period during the 4th millennium BC. The earliest ziggurats began near the end of the early dynastic period. Okay, there's that. Built-in receding tiers upon a rectangular, oval, or square platform. The ziggurat was a pyramidal structure with a flat top. Okay, so can you actually call that pyramid then? Because we know that pyramid always has a vertex, like vertex at the top, right, at the peak. But since the flat, the top is flat, can you actually call this a pyramid or not? Like consider this as cuboid or cylindric or something like that. I don't know, right? But all right, we'll consider that pyramidal structure, I guess. Sun-baked bricks made up the core of the ziggurat with facing of fired bricks on the outside. Okay, so that's the material. And then next is in Africa, in Egypt. This is the most famous. Yeah, like I agree with this one. The most famous pyramids. Because if you say any, mention any pyramids, then people will basically refer to the Egyptian pyramids, right? But yeah, huge structures built of bricks of or stones, some of which are among the world's largest constructions. They are shaped as a reference to the rays of the sun. Most pyramids had a polished, highly reflective white limestone surface to give them a shining appearance when viewed from a distance. Oh yeah, because it's made from the limestone, then yeah, like if you look at the Egyptian, it kind of glimmering as well, right? Like it's shiny, it's sparkly and stuff like that. I guess that's like the appearance, like optical illusion, right? The capstone was usually made of hard stone, granite, or basalt, and could be plated with gold, silver, or electrum, and would also be highly reflective. Oh yeah, because of that as well, right? Because the smooth surface and it's the reflective surface as well, so it can reflect sunlight as well and make it more, again, glimmering, shining, whatever you want to call that. The ancient Egyptians built pyramids from 2700 BC until around 1700 BC. The first pyramid was erected during the third dynasty by the pharaoh Djoser and his architect Imhotep. Oh, okay. Imhotep, that's quite a famous name as well. You can kind of see this name throughout the course of, any pop cultures nowadays, right? Both in movies, games, whatever. This type pyramid consisted of six stacked mastabas. Um, the largest Egyptian pyramids are those at the Giza Pyramid Complex. Okay, so yeah, Giza Pyramid, right? Like, You can kind of see, like it's probably, you're probably familiar with that name, right? Like the Pyramid of Giza, right? The age of the pyramids reached its zenith at Giza in 25 to 21st hundred BC. Ancient Egyptian pyramids were in most cases placed west of the river Nile because the divine pharaoh's soul was meant to join with the sun during its descent before continuing with the sun in its eternal round. Also, the fact that it is the Nile River, it means you can, like any civilization back then will rely the water source from the nearby river, right? That's why they, lots of tribes, they actually make their civilization always near river, and this is a fact already because again, you cannot live without water, right? And you cannot drink sea water. That's why so river water, fresh water, is probably your, like your main or your go-to river, right? Basically, if you live back then, you will probably search for home near the side of the river, right? But yeah, anyway, as of 2008, some 135 pyramids have been discovered in Egypt. Okay, the Great Pyramid of Giza is the largest in Egypt and one of the largest in the world. At 481 feet, it was the tallest building in the world until Lincoln Cathedral was finished in 1311 AD. The base is over 52,600 square meters, about 566 square feet in area. That's a lot of feet. The Great Pyramid of Giza is one of the seven wonders of the ancient world. It is the only one to survive into modern times. The ancient Egyptians covered the faces of pyramids with polished white limestone containing great quantities of fossilized seashells. Okay, so to make it again shiny, right? Many of the facing stones have fallen or have been removed and used for construction in Cairo. Most pyramids are located near Cairo. Okay, yada yada. Yeah, that's basically the Egyptian one, right? Let's actually continue. Sudan. Okay, Nubian pyramids at Meroe with pylon-like entrances. Okay, while pyramids are associated with Egypt, the nation of Sudan has 220 extant pyramids, the most numerous in the world. Were constructed, roughly 240 of them, at three sites in Sudan to serve as tombs for the kings and queens of Napata and Meroe. The pyramids of Kush, also known as Nubian pyramids, have different characteristics than the pyramid of Egypt. The Nubian pyramids were constructed at a steeper angle than the Egyptian ones. Pyramids were still being built in Sudan as late as 200 AD. Nigeria next. One of the unique structures of Igbo culture was the Ansude pyramids at the Nigerian town of Ansude, northern Igbo land. 10 pyramidal structures were built of clay or mud. The first base section was 60 feet in circumference and 3 feet in height. The next stack was 45 feet. Circular stack continued till it reached the top. The structures were temples for the god Allah, who was believed to reside at the top. A stick was placed at the top to represent the god's residence. The structures were laid in groups of 5 parallel to each other because it was built of clay or mud. Like the Devuva of Nubia, time has taken its toll, requiring periodic reconstruction. Okay, so this one, it has the circular base, right? As you can see over here, circular stack. So although there's no picture, um, I think if I imagine, this probably looks like an igloo, but this is much more bigger than igloo, right? I think. Again, no picture. I cannot see how it is, but it keeps saying circular, over here. The circumference over here, although that's basically perimeter, but yeah, I guess. And then there's also yeah, like it keeps saying circular stuff, right? So I would just say this is probably like a hemisphere, if I have to imagine, but all right. And then we go to Europe now. It's in Greece. Okay, so these were all in Africa, right? Yeah, Africa, there's Egypt, and then there is the one in Sudan, and then Nigeria as well. And now we're go to Europe, and this is in Greece. Pyramid of Hellinikon. Okay, mentions two buildings resembling pyramids. One southwest of the steel landing structure at Hellinikon, a common tomb for soldiers who died in legendary struggle for the throne of Argos, and another which he was told was the tomb of Argives killed in a battle around that time. Neither of these still survive, and there is no evidence that they resembled Egyptian pyramids. Okay, so basically they created this for graveyard, basically, right? Like tomb for graveyard, cemetery, whatever, burial ground, whatever you want to call that. There are also at least two surviving pyramid-like structures still available to study, one at Hellenikon and the other at Ligurio, or Ligurio, I don't know how to pronounce that, a village near the ancient theater Epidaurus. These buildings were not constructed in the same manner as the pyramids in Egypt. They do have inwardly sloping walls, but other than those, there is no obvious resemblance to Egyptian pyramids. They had large central rooms, unlike Egyptian pyramids, and the Hellenicon structure is rectangular rather than square. Okay, so the base is not a square, it's actually a rectangle, which means that the sides could not have met at a point. Yeah, because of that, right? Um, yeah, like it will probably meet in some kind of line, right? Not at a point. The poststone used to build these structures were limestone, quarried locally and was cut to fit, not into freestanding blocks like the Great Pyramid of Giza. Okay, so yeah, there's that. Okay, there's a lot of this as well. Oh, the next one will be in Spain. The pyramids of Kumar refer to six rectangular pyramid terraced structures built from lava stone without the use of mortar. They are located in the district of Cacona, part of the town of Guimar, on the island of Tenerife, and in the Canary Island. The structures have been dated to the 19th century and their original function explained by as a byproduct of contemporary agricultural techniques. Okay, unfortunately there's no picture, so I can't really imagine how it looks like. And then the next will be Roman Empire, Pyramid of Castius or Cestius in Rome, Italy. The 27-meter high pyramid of Cestius or Castius was built by the end of 1st century and still exists today. Oh, I actually never heard about this. Close to the Porta San Paolo. Another one named Meta Romuli, standing in the Ager Vaticanus, today's Borgo, was destroyed at the end of 15th century. Okay. Medieval Europe pyramids have occasionally been used in Christian architecture of the feudal era, e.g., as the Tower of Oviedo's Gothic Cathedral of San Salvador. Okay, again, no picture, I cannot imagine. Next, we go to Americas, Peru. Andean cultures had used pyramids in various architectural structures, such as the ones in Caral, Tucum, and Chafin de Huantar. Okay, Mesoamerica. A number of Mesoamerican cultures also built pyramid-shaped structures. Mesoamerican pyramids. This is colored purple because this is actually what we're actually will be discussing. Like I believe 2 days from now, if everything went accordingly as the schedule or my plan, then this one should be discussed in 2 videos from now. Were usually stepped with temples on top, more similar to the Mesopotamian ziggurat than the Egyptian pyramid. Okay, this is basically just think about it like Aztec, right? The one in Mexico. So yeah, it's like that. U.S. and Canada. A diagram showing the various. Excuse me, I'm burping. Various components of Eastern North American platform mounds. Okay. Many pre-Columbian Native American societies of North America built large pyramidal earth structures known as platform mounds. Okay, so that, oh, is that only in America? That's okay. Only two of them apparently in Mesoamerica and US and Canada. But alright. Next we go to Asia, ancient Korean tomb in Jian, northeastern China. This one actually kind of looks like temple, more like a pyramid. But yeah, we're also about to talk about temples as well. But that's for like in the future. I think that's probably in the last episode. I'm not sure, but yeah. There are many square, flat-top mound tombs in China. The first emperor Qin Shi Huang. Okay, so this is basically in China, right? Um, Okay, was buried under a large mound outside modern-day Xi'an. In the following centuries, about a dozen more Han Dynasty royals were also buried under flat-top pyramidal earthworks. Next, we go to India. Many giant granite temple pyramids were made in South India during the Chola Empire, many of which are still in religious use today. Yeah, I can only assume, right? Yeah, the temple, right? Like I said, I think the pyramid is usually for graveyard, for burial place, for like altar, for yeah, like basically graveyard, cemetery and stuff like that. While temple, as you know, as the contrast of that, I think temple is for, you know, as a shrine, as a place to pray, you know, according to what religion, right? Like religious stuff, basically. That called temple. I think that's what difference between pyramid and temple, because you know, like I said, pyramid is probably for graveyard, while temple is for praying. But yeah, this one, the granite Kopuram Tower of Brihadiswarar Temple. Okay, that's actually look great though. Honestly, maybe this one is photoshopped, or you know, from angle, you know, like optical illusion. But I'm not entirely sure, because this looks like this is ascending, and this looks like it got taken from the bottom, right? So maybe it's not this triangular, if you look at it, but I might be wrong. Maybe this is just how it looks like. But then again, I'm not sure, right? But yeah, there you go. That's in India, I think. The pyramidal structure above the sanctum at the temple. Okay, so this one, another one. And then this one as well, pyramid structure inside the temple. Yeah, like basically this is all temple, right? Because this is used for religious stuff, I think. Therefore, why it's called temple, right? And then this one as well, another one. This one looks colorful though, honestly. Okay, Hindu deity Mahavishnu. Okay, Indonesia. Okay, Borobudur, Central Java, Indonesia. Okay, so this one is for Buddhism, I think. Yeah, like I know I've been in this place like 20 years ago. Like I'm right now 25 years old, so it was probably like 20 years ago, when I was like 5 years or so. I visited this place once, and once only. I haven't really come back to this place ever again. But yeah. Next will be East Asia, Southeast Asia, and Tajikistan. Okay, Dodo Stupa of Vandera Temple in Japan. Okay, so this is in Japan. Temple again. That's temple, so it's for praying, right? Potentially. Modern examples. Okay, Louvre Pyramid. Oh, this is the nowadays like the man-made. I mean, all of these are man-made, but more like this is the current time, right? Like, and you know, 2000th century probably, right? Was built. Louvre Pyramid. This is I know from a lot of movie referencing this place. And then Luxor Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. I heard about this place. Um, Luxor Hotel. Yeah, I kind of seen this as well. You know, like by pictures, by movies again, and yeah. And then the next will be the central part of the Tamare village, as in from the air. This one I actually never heard about this. Okay, and then the next will be Pyramid Arena in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, I also never heard about that. Sunway Pyramid in Subang Jaya is the mall that has Egyptian inspired mall that has an Egyptian inspired pyramid with a lion designed sphinx. Okay, I actually never heard about this as well. Um, Walter Pyramid in Long Beach, California. Again, never heard about this as well. Oscar Niemeyer's design for a museum in Caracas. Oh, what am I saying? What am I seeing here? Oh, is this like a flip, upside down pyramid? Is that what I'm saying? Okay, that's interesting. The next will be Transamerica Pyramid in San Francisco, California. Okay, I also never heard about this. Probably I have seen by pictures, but yeah, I never realized that it was that. But yeah. Okay, so this is all the explanation about that. Two pyramid-shaped tombs were erected in Magdalen Cemetery, Ireland. Okay, that's Ireland. Louvre Pyramid in France, that's Europe as well. Tamari is in near Eatonton, Georgia. Okay, so this is basically U.S., right? Georgia, I think. Yeah. Um, Luxor Hotel, this is also in the US. Memphis, Tennessee, US as well. Walter Pyramid, this was the one in California. Okay, so yeah, US. Transamerica Pyramid, also California, I guess also US. This one is 105 story. Oh, Ryugyong Hotel in Pyongyang, Northern Korea. Oh, this is in North Korea. I actually never heard about this place before. A former museum, a pyramid of Tirana. Okay, this one is Albania. I don't know where Albania is. Slovakia. Okay, Europe. I think. I might be wrong, but yeah. The Summum Pyramid, Salt Lake City. Okay, Salt Lake City. I think that's also from U.S. as well. I might be wrong, but yeah. The Palace of Peace, Kazakhstan. Okay, that's Asian. I think, right? Actually, I don't know. Maybe that's Africa as well. I'm not sure. But no, Kazakhstan is actually Asian still, like North Asia, I think, or Eastern Europe. But this one is close to Russia. The pyramids at Osho International in Pune, India. Okay, that's Asia, India. And then this one is in the three pyramids of Moody Gardens in Texas, U.S. Stockport Pyramid in Stockport, England. Okay, that's England, Europe. The Ames Monument in Wyoming. Okay, that's U.S. as well. The Trilon erected in the World's Fair in Flushing, Queens. Okay, I think that's Europe. I'm not entirely sure. The Palladian Pyramid in Queensland. Queensland is in U.S. I think. I might be wrong. The Karlsruhe Pyramid. Okay, located the center of Germany. Okay, I mean the center of Market Square in Germany. Okay, so that's Germany, Europe. Hall in Prague. I don't know where Prague is. I think that's in Europe as well or Asia. I'm not sure. In greenhouse in Edmonton, Alberta. I don't know where that is. The pyramids similar to those in Louvre. Okay. Found outside the lobby of the Citicorp building in Long Island City, Queens, New York. Okay, that's U.S. as well. The pyramids of the City Stars complex in Cairo, Egypt. Okay, that's Egypt, Africa. The digital group at Hinwadi, Pune, India. That's India as well. The Steelcase Corporate Development, Michigan. That's U.S. Sunway Pyramid in Selangor, Malaysia. Okay, so this is the one that we saw. I think the mall, right, in Subang Jaya, I believe. Also, that's in Malaysia. Okay, that's Asia. Hanoi Museum, Hanoi, I believe it's Asian as well. The Haha Pyramid by artist John Jules Sushi, made out of 3,000 giveaway signs. Okay, that's interesting. Quebec, I don't know what that is. I think that's South America, right? The pyramid in Kazan, Russia. Oh, I know Kazan actually. Kazan is um, to the southeast of Moscow. Yeah, you can find Kazan there. If you know Moscow, you go southeast, you will find Kazan basically. Another one in Moscow, Russia, and then another one in Belarus. Okay, the time pyramid in Wemting. This one actually we talked about this in Germany in the previous video. So yeah, the one that will complete in 3183. That's actually 1,000, almost 1,200 years from now. Triangle skyscraper in Paris. Okay, France. Shimizu Megacity Pyramid in Tokyo Bay, Japan. The tomb of Quintino Sella, the Memorial Cemetery of Europa. Okay, the Duncan Memorial in where is it? Port Elizabeth, South Africa. Okay, the Unbuilt Museum of Modern Art in Caracas. Upside down pyramid. Yeah, that's the one that we saw. That I was confused about what I was looking at. But yeah, that's an upside down pyramid. That's actually interesting. In Caracas, I don't know where that is as well. Modern pyramid mausoleums. Okay, there's this one, and then gallery. I guess this is all the place again. Let's actually take a look. Like quickly. Uh, Kogza Zanbil Ancient Elamite Complex in Khuzestan province of Iran. Okay, so that's Iran. Nubian pyramids at the island of Meroe. Okay, that's Meroe. Sauhao Tom Khufu, China. That's China, Asia. El Castillo at Chichen Itza. Okay, this is the Mesoamerican ones that we'll actually discuss tomorrow. Well, not really tomorrow. Oh, maybe tomorrow. I actually don't know. Yeah, I think tomorrow. And then Candi Suko in Java, Indonesia. Okay, that's actually I know this place. I think I've been here as well once. Yeah, and then pyramid shaped Hindu temple. Okay, this is the one in I think in India, right? This is the one that I confuse as well. And then pyramids of Guimar, Tenerife, Spain, Monk's Mount, Chaukia, Stockport Pyramid, UK, okay, Karlsruhe Pyramid, Germany, and then Pyramid Arena in Memphis, Tennessee, okay. Hanoi Museum in Vietnam. Oh, this is actually an inverted, yeah, like an upside down pyramid as well. In Vietnam, okay, that's interesting. Metairie Cemetery in New Orleans, that's US. The Summum Pyramid in Salt Lake City, I think that's also US. Zafer Plaza Shopping in Center in Bursa, Turkey. Okay, Turkey, that's Middle East. That's Central Asia, I think. Pyramid in Munich, Germany. Okay, that's Germany. And then this is also another one that is inverted or upside down pyramid. Radio building. Oh, interesting. In Slovakia. Pyramid Culture Entertainment Complex in Kazan, Russia. Okay, this is in Russia, the one that I mentioned before. Pyramidal Road Church in Baden, Germany. That's Germany. And the last one will be here, Pharaoh House. In where is it? Switzerland. Okay, yeah, that's Switzerland, Europe, I think. But yeah, that's about it. And with that, I think that'll be it for today's discussion about pyramids. This has been already like more than 30 minutes as well. A pretty long one episode, but we know about all these sorts of pyramids, right? Yeah, and apparently, I believe there's probably also another thing or another pyramid like nowadays that are not mentioned here, or even maybe like other places throughout the world as well that is not mentioned. I believe so, but yeah, that's actually a lot of pyramid structures. But yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, I think that'll be it for today's discussion about pyramids. I will see you again tomorrow with another discussion. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you again very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and see ya.